Hi guys, this time I'm going to teach you how to get the user input from command prompt so that we can get every value that we need, and instead of coding the value directly into the program, we ask the user to give us an input to make sure that our program is more dynamic. So we are going to import one class, which is java.util.scanner. So this scanner will be in charge of the standard input, which is the input from command prompt. In order to use scanner, we have to declare an object of scanner. So I'm going to explain this line first. So scanner is a variable. So we assign a variable as part of the scanner. So it is something like it represents the scanner class itself. And we are telling it that, well, initialize a scanner which is in charge of the system input, which is the standard input, that is the command prompt input. Yeah. So I ask the variable to be in charge of the command prompt input. Yeah. Now we are going to get some input from the scanner. So next int will allow us to get the integer value for the user input, whereby we can call it again and again to get a value of x plus y, and we output the value of x plus y by using this x plus y. Now let's see what will happen. We will input one value and two values. So this is the input I put, is 4, 5, and the result is 9. It means it successfully get the input already. So there are different types of value that we can get from the user. For example, if you want to get a double, then we can use scanner dot next double. You want to get a string, you can use a next line, and so on and so forth. Feel free to dive more into the class to see what methods it supports. Yes. So right now I'm going to show you an edge case, which is a common pitfalls for new learner in Java. So let's say if I have another variable which is Zack, they will take a line of string, and we are going to print them x as well, print the value as well, the Zack. Right, after we get the two input, then we use the next line to get a line of string, and we print them out. There's a warning here, is that the scanner is never closed, so we might as well close it to avoid the annoying warning. So closing it is a good practice for us before we end the program, to ensure that the particular input tool that we are using, we close it after we finish using them. I'm going to clear the screen first and compile a.java and run. Now we are going to get the input for number 6 and 7. Well, what happened here? As you can see, I only input two things, and it straight away actually skipped the line 8, which I'm supposed to get the value for Z. And the end result is that when I want to print the Z, I end up printing nothing here. What is happening here is that because of us using a different type with the scanner, so it might come to a point where the input has some issues. So this is something like a limitation of scanner if we don't use it properly. The simplest way that I can tell you is that whenever you want to input different stuff, for example integer and string, for one scanner, don't use only one scanner. You can create as many scanners you want. So for example, you can create a scanner 2, which is the same thing, but when you are trying to read from a different type, you're going to use another scanner. If you have another different type, then use that scanner as well. Like different type, one scanner to only in charge in one type. By using this, definitely you can avoid the possible issue due to getting the input for different types in one scanner. So let's verify if we are doing the right thing. Now 6, 7 and hello world. Yeah, as you can see, now we successfully get the input for the string. So yeah, remember, if you are doing the input for different types, you need to be extra careful so that you won't get like a bad input. For example, the reason of the case just now is because we are using the next int. So probably after we getting the integer value, there are some leftover things like such as the next line, that the line break character, which we haven't actually output it to the variable. So due to that case, if you are using the same scanner, it will recognize the line break and put it as the string Z. There's a reason why Z looks like having nothing there. Well, anyway, there's extra things. So try to dive further into details for this standard input things, because you can like play different stuff. You can actually not using the scanner but using another type, which I have already shown you in the fast coding challenge. And so on and so forth. Scanner is the easiest way, by the way. That's all. See ya.